Hello, and thank you very much for tuning in for an update on Novatti Group's recent activities. My name is Peter Cook, and I'm the Managing Director of Novatti. Can I start by firstly sending my best wishes to everyone during these challenging times? The health of our families and the community more broadly is always our number one priority. So I sincerely hope that you're all staying safe and well while we move through this challenging period. The primary purpose of this update is to provide you with some further information on our exciting acquisition that we announced last week, Immersion. However, before we do that, I just wanted to provide a broader update on Novatti's ongoing performance. As you're aware, Novatti is a leading digital banking and payments company. Through innovative technology, we position our customers to thrive in the ever-increasing cashless economy. As Managing Director, I remain absolutely steadfast in achieving this mission and pursuing a growth-focused strategy to unlock long-term value for our shareholders. I believe a key part of this is ensuring that we deliver what we say we will do. At our AGM in November last year, I made a number of commitments to you as shareholders in setting our goals for this financial year. These goals included continued strong revenue growth, growing proportion of transaction processing, approval of our restricted banking license, and strategic funding for the banking business. Importantly, we continue to deliver on each of these goals. For the December 19 quarter, we achieved record revenue, and we will update you on the March quarter shortly. We continue to strengthen our core transaction processing business, including through a new partnership with rent.com.au, providing us with access to the enormous rental payments market. We submitted our final application for our restricted banking license late last year, and in January we secured the full funding required for the restricted banking license. In addition, we were also very pleased to be awarded a principal issuer license by Visa, enabling Novatti to be an issuer of Visa cards. In short, it's been a busy time, but an incredibly rewarding one for Novatti's future. These goals are all designed to position Novatti to unlock long-term shareholder value, and we are pleased to announce that our latest acquisition furthers this growth-focused strategy. Last week, Novatti announced the acquisition of Immersion. This is something we've been working on for quite some time, and we are pleased to be able to finalise this, even during these challenging times. So, let's look in detail at the Immersion acquisition. But the primary rationale was to go further into the area of customer automation or business automation and creating and adding to our suite of products in relation to billing and payments. Immersion primarily is a subscription billing company and a business process automation company with embedded payments. It is EBITDA positive and growing. Most of its revenues are recurring by nature, and we bought the company for approximately 2 times annual recurring revenue. There are many synergistic parts of Immersion to Novatti. It adds to our transaction processing with additional capabilities that at the moment or didn't exist within Novatti. It's got penetration into New Zealand and Singapore and longer term into other APAC markets. It brings additional integration and payment skills into Novatti, and it is somewhat similar to the successful acquisition of Basis 2 3 years ago. So again, Immersion largely in subscription billing, provisioning payments, and business support software. It has partnerships with major international vendors, including Salesforce, Xero, and ConnectWise, and it is highly integrated to many payments networks and quite a range of large and important customers in Australia and New Zealand. Over 80% of the revenues are recurring, and even in an environment such as COVID-19, highly resilient revenues, essentially because the Immersion business is mission critical for its customers, and it helps them automate their processes and manage their clients and get paid. Very, very sticky customer base. In terms of growth, both in a COVID-19 world and a post-COVID-19 world, we see it'll be a strong growth company, as it's all about automation, embedded payments, and basically enhancing and leveraging the capability of a company to interact with its business customers. In terms of market segmentation, Immersion's main go-to-market strategy is through vendor relationships, where it works with other major software vendors, and it provides an embedded subscription management and embedded payment capability. So essentially, through its partnerships, it can hopefully get a one-to-many business development sales funnel going. General thematic is that it's completely aligned to the growth of the digital economy and digital transformation. And whether it be small businesses right through to medium-sized businesses, Immersion can help them automate and grow their businesses in a much more productive way. In terms of the value it provides for its customers, it enables its customers to engage with their customers, to integrate to a range of services, to automate their processes, and to collect their payments. And so if you think of a customer that, say, provides IT services to maybe hundreds of its customers, Immersion can provide all of the tools for that their customer to automate how they run their business. In terms of a post-COVID-19 world, we see that it is highly integrated into many payments networks and many software and hardware distributor companies, other software platforms, and Immersion can provide a lot of the services that their customers need to work out to their end customers. From Novatti's point of view, the immense payments integrations of Immersion was nearly latent value and enables Novatti to accelerate its provisioning of payment services within Australia. Growth is very much in a SaaS business model growth. Right now, Immersion's on a run rate of about $2 million per annum. But every month, as they sign on new customers, we can build that recurring revenue. Each customer brings an upfront implementation fee and then ongoing monthly fees. So every customer we sign grows the customer base, grows the revenue base. Strong growth drivers, as we've said before, as Immersion absolutely aligns to a whole lot of thematics in the growth of digital transformation of businesses. The acquisition is highly synergistic, and we see in the long-term sharing of sales funnels, sales and distribution teams, and the creation of very compelling propositions in the subscription billing and payments areas. Immersion's technical team uses very similar technologies to Novatti's, and again we see great overlap and working between the teams and long-term synergy savings. As we've discussed, very, very strong payments capability, nearly latent value within the acquisition, which will accelerate Novatti into additional payment methods that go beyond its current China payments and the remittance services we provide. So Immersion, very strong integrations into card processing, bank processing, BPay integrations, and so forth. In terms of the financials, last financial year, Immersion's revenue was about $1.7 million. of which about 80% was recurring, with an EBITDA of about $300,000. Novatti expects to grow the revenues strongly and to continue Immersion to be a strong cash flow and EBITDA positive business. So in summary, transaction total enterprise value of $2.6 million, largely paid for by way of 16.725 million shares and $1 million in cash paid over the next 15 months. The valuation or multiple was 2 times annualized recurring revenue, which as we grow the company will be seen to be a well-priced multiple for a very sticky recurring revenues SaaS business. And in terms of how we bought the business, it was an asset purchase. We have bought the intellectual property, the customer base, debtors and creditors, and from the original owner. So from Novatti's point of view, and hopefully our shareholders' point of view, a compelling acquisition, circa $2 million of additional revenue, well-priced acquisition, most of the revenues recurring, and cash flow positive from day one. Thank you very much.